Peace, love, and happiness conclusion. I spent as long as I can remember trying to figure out why people walk around. I get twisted faced. I get annoyed once in a while at how distracting it all is trying to go to be a part of the world and help another person. Because going to do the work I want to get to graduate school and be a neurologist and be a doctor for little kids, I've got to make mistakes. I've got to make horrible videos. I've got to make horrible music. Rather than speaking about the beauty humanity has achieved, now knowing what's going on, now knowing climate change ain't no big deal. People lying to people gonna kill a lot of people. People thinking they're better than other people gonna murder people. People who believe in their stimulus and don't acknowledge they're a rat or a monkey have no place being intelligent and wise in the world. They can go get their piece of vegan cheese. They can go get their fat blunt and police the neighborhoods during the lockdown, preparing for the phasing in of civilization's return. You can claim to be a genius. You can spin in circles. Spin in circles and spin in circles and spin in circles like a dervish dancer. And you can hand out freebies and you can hand out social cards and free benefits. You can claim to be giving Social Security. You can claim to be giving stimulus checks. You can be considered in charge of economics. And control time also in this world now, while going for the stimulus, achieving the reward, reaching the stimulus and getting the reward. You're enslaving people. You are plain old fascist, communist, and socialist. And 1,000 other words probably to be invented in the next few years. All because you know more about consciousness and the world and life and have decided not everybody can know what you know. There is just too much difficulty. So you've got to do what you want, and you give enough to not make someone beat the living fucking shit out of you because you're a bully. and let you be a stimulus for that wolf you raise. Let you be a reward for that factory worker you make process your fake human food. You hate people who eat natural meat. You hate people who eat real calories. And you get everyone to join your team. You are not solving a problem. You are saying the problem, this, me now, goes away with this. And then everything's back to normal. Denouncing the nonviolent, peaceful, and happiness-filled discovery nobody has to word. Nobody has to even put in a single letter. Aside from body, brain, consciousness. And then some more, maybe, mind. Talking about some of the more complex parts of what's being described now. Emotion. Stimulus. Reward. Pretending to just be so much more intelligent and brilliant, and having all the scientific data and information anywhere, and denying this freedom to a person causes the need for the data and the information, the science, the person in charge says they have. Because, yeah, you do got a problem. You got people walking around dumb. And I ain't talking about no internet in the middle of the deep south. I'm talking about in one of the proudest, most up-to-date cities on the planet, supposedly, Seattle. And the most environmentally friendly state anywhere God has even laid the hands of Jesus, Washington State. There's not a rage anymore about what I'm describing for me now. I get called a bitch. I get the police called for talking too loud in my home. I get the police called for someone listening to me talk in my own home. And can't ever eat out for the risk someone might call the police and report me for not doing the correct coronavirus approved behavior in the place that's okay to open. The reasons I have for silence are these videos now. And these last remaining hopes. For people to not have to listen to that crappy music anymore, not have to stare at that lady's ugly face and that man's dirty grin. and their distracting photos and their painted warrior ethos and their masculinity and their feminism. Peace, love, and happiness are knowing body and brain. And not deciding to be the victim, to not be unaware and in need of assistance. With so much strength at hand, to go up to anybody who says, stand in line, and say, tell me what's going on now. Well, you can't go in there because there are too many people, and we have decided it's not organized enough to have any more faces or bodies. And not saying, why are they in charge of deciding who goes where and when and who does what? Why are people not able to achieve that goal and that task? And then, it's completely obvious to the Governor Jay Inslee. They're not smart enough. They're just not aware enough. They're going to get sick. To other states' governors, same. They just can't accomplish that. Standing in the way of the freedom to get rid of the poverty and the suffering, saying they're solving the poverty and the suffering already. With better care and precision, slower time, and more thoughtful behavioral restarts. Slowing down the monkey so the monkey doesn't break out of the cage. Locking the rat up so the rat doesn't shit in the street from not having a toilet to sit on now. I'm talking about flashes and bangs. Distractions. Warlike. Police pistol-like. Taser-like. And power-like the badges and the exterior. And shit and stupid stuff like glasses. And a nice voice. Have a nice voice, then you can just say everything so well. Everyone believes you. And they know what you're saying. And they know what you're saying. And they know what you're talking about. Except they're not saying and talking about what's going on with the brain and the body. They're saying what's going on with the control in the world. The restrictions in the world. And how they need to do better at those choices. With the doctors and the professionals and the PhD professors cheering them on. Hoorah, hoorah, hoo-yah, hoo-yah. The end.